Evening, everyone. Normally I post videos that are basically either reviews or I basically talk about important stuff. Well, couple interesting things happened last week. Jason Stoneforge got banned. We all saw this coming. I knew it was coming. In fact, I knew just before. In fact, I knew. Actually, someone at my locals said that they were going to get banned. Remember what he had been reading about rumors and such. And then Thursday, quite literally Thursday evening, we get the new Jace. Everyone says it sucks and blows balls. That may be true right now in this standard, but I have a feeling he's going to be much more powerful than people realize. And then last but not least, I want to talk about how Jace and Innistrad are going to interact with each other if what I'm thinking is right. Based on this image. Well, it's not based on this image. Everyone's been speculating about it, and it knows that it's set. Innistrad is set in a gothic-like world theme, and it's pretty interesting to see where they're going to go with this. If it's a graveyard theme set, chances are this new Jace, if blue-black control remains relevant, it's just going to shoot up in price. Because stuff like this, see how she's sitting on the throne? She's sitting like she's a ruler or something. Like she's a damned queen or whatever. Another thing to look out for in Innistrad, see that guy lying down? That kind of implies this image implies one of two things: control and destruction and death and all that fun shit. And it looks like she's inside of a castle too with stone floors. So chances are it's probably a Castlevania type setting. For those of you who don't know what Castlevania is, Castlevania is a Nintendo it's not a Nintendo series, but it's a Konami series. You play as a member of the Belmont family who has to go through a castle, whose eventual goal is to defeat Dracula, and it's a gothic horror setting. And the tagline for this is "Horrors lurk within." So it might be like a graveyard themed block, it might be a vampire themed block, it might be death, birth, all this shit. Because gothic setting, like, if anyone's played the original medieval setting, chances are we're probably going to have a zombie deck in Type 2 that's pretty dominant. Chances are we're going to have, like, vampires dominate. We're going to have all the gothic creatures probably in all the colors. It's going to be fucking nuts. And the reason why I say this is going to be nuts is because you have Richard Garfield, after 6-7 years, is finally back on the design team. The guy who understands the game more than anyone else in terms of design is back. Like, why the hell didn't you get Richard Garfield to design the other blocks? Especially Zendikar. Oh my god, dude. Like, why would you print Stoneforge? Pardon the camera kicking right there. Why would you? Oh, I'm still questioning them on the design, on the printing of both Jace and Stoneforge in the same block. Thank God they're both from the same block, but that's another topic for another time. Right now, I'm just thinking that Jace with this block, if it doesn't really matter the control of the mana cost, you know. I think they put him at 5 mana for a reason. I honestly think he's 5 mana because the games are probably going to go on a lot longer in this block. Cards like, I don't know, Infect's definitely going to be taken down a notch or two, and I did play an Infect Friday, and I did really well actually, but I played Infect Friday. It was a green-blue Infect, and it had a lot of the rebound spells in it that makes my dudes unblockable. Or he gets +2/+2, and then the following turn, I could give him +2/+2 again. You know, stuff like that that makes that stuff awesome. I don't see that being really dominant. I don't really see aggro strategies like that being dominant in the future. Simply because this one image implies a lot of things. It implies a lot of control is going to be in the set. You know, that's what I think. That's what I'm honestly thinking it implies. You can speculate all you want, but honestly, I see a lot of control stuff being set in here. Like, no, it's not set in stone, but Innistrad is interesting. It really is. And then I've just been reading around and we get to play. Oh yeah, what's coming back? Honestly, I don't see much coming back. Birds might get reprinted in the set with some new fucking awesome artwork, I hope. That would be amazing if Birds got new artwork, because then I could buy a playset of Birds all over again and decide which one's better and which artwork set is the most horrendous. And, yeah, we haven't seen Chandra or Garrick yet. Chances are it's probably just going to be the same fucking Chandra. It's probably going to be Chandra 2. It's probably going to be Chandra Blaze, the really awful Chandra. And then it's going to be regular Garrick again. Despite that Garrick being reprinted, what? 1, 2, 3... like 4 or 5 times now. He was a video, and I say 4 or 5 times because he was in the Versus deck. M11. He's gonna be in M12, and he was also a video game promo for the original Duels of the Planeswalkers game, and he was reprinted in one of the Commander decks. So it's like 5 reprints. Holy shit, Batman! 5 reprints of Garrick. So we're not getting a new Garrick unless they make him like extremely good, which I doubt. And, like, I'm expecting a lot of weird shit for Black, too. Like, I'm expecting, like, fucking eyes of all things. I'm expecting eyes. I'm expecting ghosts. I'm expecting vampires. I know a lot of you are, too. But the one thing I really want to see is, like, what's green gonna do? What the hell is green going to get? Because green, like, my 2 favorite colors to use in tandem are green and blue. My personal favorite, too. And, like, I want to see what happens when they make blue and green cards. That's going to be funny as hell. Like, imagine a fucking green dinosaur on Innistrad. That wouldn't work. Oh my god. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with green and see what they do with color interactions. I wonder since fuck Mark Rosewater, by the way. Since, Richard's on the set design team, I wonder if this is going to be set back in Ravnica, and the citizens of Ravnica have called it a new name that kind of befits the plane. It's going to be interesting to see if they go back to Ravnica. I doubt it. I really doubt it, considering what happened, considering the entirety of the cities. I think, you could correct me on this, but from what I've been told about the story of Ravnica, the entirety of the plane was in utter disarray. It was completely fucked up beyond repair. Due to the Nephilims coming in with all the sources of mana combining with each other, so... And, like, that entire Ravnica block, like, it was good. It wasn't, like, it was the most popular block. Mostly because of the lands, and mostly because you could run any 2 color combinations. They would do extremely well casually. It would do extremely well at Friday nights. Probably not at the higher levels like regionals or... Oh, shoot, I can't remember the other one. Grand Prix, PTQs, all those higher level events. I don't think they did... It depends on what they did back then, but... And then Future Sight came in, and then it was like Corlash Control. All day, every day. That block. I remember Corlash Control being so good. And then I remember Lore Wind coming out, and them having to extend the blocks a whole fuck ton because of Cold Snap. And I remember Lore Wind being a 4-set block. I played this since, like, I truly started getting into the game competitively around, like, Future Sight. And I really haven't traveled for Magic because, number 1, I'm poor. Number 2, I was a teenager at the time. It was like 5 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, I actually started playing this game a little bit competitively, so... And I still, like, it depends on how competitive you want to put it, but... Really, I don't really invest in Magic as often because I don't believe in paying over $25 for cardboard, for one thing. Number 2, I really don't believe in having your design team overpower cards that completely define the format. Now, like a $25 card, like a $30 card, like fucking, what was it? Oh shit, what was it? I can't remember. Like a $30 card, I'll just throw, like, Dragon Broodmother, for example, when Scars of Alara, not when Scars of Alara, when, yeah, Scars of Alara, when Alara Reborn was out and you had 5 color control, when that block was out, it was pretty. 5 color control was pretty damn good. At Dragon Broodmother was like $30, but it was also a mythic. Ugh, excuse me. It was. I think it was more expensive than that, but cards like that, like I don't have a problem with, because they're the main win condition of the deck. You got to get that Broodmother out, but they're the main win condition and they're pretty good. Like stuff like that. I wonder if this block's gonna have. This block is definitely gonna have those cards, but we have no idea what they're gonna be yet. And I'm totally expecting an overpowered Liliana. By the way, I totally am, because number one, Liliana's Planeswalker card isn't that good. It's 5 converted mana cost, and she has no way of protecting herself except with black removal. And black's like mono black is really fucking slow. Like. Mono Black is like more control based deck than anything else, so obviously it's going to be really slow, you know. And I'm wondering, since Garrick is technically cursed in the story, I wonder if he's going to get a green black color combination for his Planeswalker card. I wonder if he's going to get that. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Innistrad, but yeah, really, that's about all I really wanted to talk about today was Innistrad and just speculate. Get up the speculation engine. Just tell you what I want to. Just tell you what I think. What I myself want to see. Though it's not an indication of what everyone else wants to see, mind you. It's just stuff that I personally want to see them do, and I think some things I thought would be funny. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.